58 is the new 28. And I appreciate y'all being here. I was upstairs sitting on the bed, just came back from a long run in the cold. Just took a shower and decided I was still gonna come downstairs and do a live stream because I love my people. And I know my people love me. So that's what it's about. I decided to come on downstairs and make it happen. And that's what we doing today. It's a making it happen day. So for all y'all out there in the world, I appreciate y'all logging in. I appreciate y'all taking the time out to see what your boy talking about. Once again, it's your boy Coach Carl, boxing coach, karate instructor, kick professionalist. Look, I can do it all. I can show you how to get there. You know what I'm saying? That's how we get down. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all. No matter where you are in the world, we're in the same room right now. Whoa, imagine that. You could be in a different part of the world, but we still together. You feel what I'm saying? Got my water, a little less than a half a gallon left. Yo, 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 yo. That's what it's all about. Hey, look, man, when I went for a run today, it was cold out that jump. I swear I ain't want to go. I doubled up on the hoodie, put the jacket on over top of the hoodie, put the knit hat on, put the goggle glasses on, and went out there anyway. I ain't feel like it, but sometimes you got to do what you don't feel like doing. That's when you know that the results are always going to come. They're always going to come, because sometimes you don't want to go. Sometimes I don't want to get out of bed to come downstairs to train, but guess what? Every day that I come downstairs and train, I feel this much better. Every day. So, with that being said, I don't miss no training sessions. Can't afford to. If I miss one, I always feel like when I look in the mirror, people say when they look at me, they see the six pack, they see the arms, they see the chest, they see all the work I put in. But when I look in the mirror, I see that fat young man that was standing in the mirror that didn't want to be fat. So, I don't want to go back to him. So, with that being said, I work out all the time. I don't take no breaks, can't afford no breaks. A break to me means I'm going to fall back into the same slump I fell into before. Next thing you know, I'll be at the ABC store. I'll be at 7-Eleven buying 40 ounces of Coke 45 and Budweiser. I ain't trying to have that. So every day that you work out, you get a step better. You get a step faster. Hey, look, I hope y'all saw my new video I got online today. Y'all been asking me about that 52 blocks. So I went on and did a video on 52 blocks. It's on my channel right now. So with that being said, hey, look, I got love coming from Korea, North Korea. What's good with you, homeboy? What's good with you? Hey, look, I appreciate everybody, no matter where you from in the world, that you took the time out to log in. And right now, you in my city. You in Hampton, Virginia. We logged in together. Huh? Talk to me. Yeah, man. So there's a lot of times, man, people don't know. A lot of times you don't feel like working. But guess what? I hope y'all know that there's a lot of messages up here that be coming up and it says this message is held for review. That means the message ain't clear. It ain't good. It's got profanity in it or whatever. And so those messages don't come up on the screen. So if y'all typing something that's irregular, understand something. It ain't going to come up on the screen. And I ain't going to tap the button to find out what it is. Oh, Shy Boy, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you being here. Let's get this party started. Love your positivity. J6062. Hey, man, I appreciate you, dog. Real talk. I appreciate you. Hey, look, I told people all the time, man, when I was 16, 17, 18, I thought 58 years old. I thought them was old people, man. And nowadays, man, you can train and you ain't got to be old. You ain't got to be broke down. You ain't got to be sitting down. You can train to be on top of the game. Excited for GTA 6 or not? Because I am. Hey, look. That's what's good. Yes, coach. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't got to be nothing but what you want to be. If you want to be a bum, get you a clothes basket and the army pants and an army jacket and a knit hat, and you a bum. You know what I'm saying? Get you a shopping basket so you can put all your belongings in it. But if you want to be rich, do something different. If you want to be successful, do something different. That's what it's all about. It's all about you. It ain't about me. It's all about you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Michael Jordan, my dog. What's good with you, homeboy? I hope I've been teaching you something that you can learn. I've been throwing a whole lot of stuff online. Y'all know I got over 1,400, almost 1,500 videos on this channel. It's a whole lot of stuff up there. And yesterday, man, I went deep. I started showing y'all the basics in 52 blocks, man. I know y'all been hearing about that 52 blocks. A lot of people up here been asking me about it. You know what I'm saying? And so they been asking me about that 52, bro. I'll be showing it to you. I'll be showing y'all anything y'all ask me for. I'm going to bring it to the table. I got a lot of skills. Some skills I don't even know I got. But it is what it is. Right now, the time in Virginia is 10 minutes after 3. 3:10 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. So you always trying to learn something? That's what I'm talking about. I'm always trying to teach something. That's why we're a good combination. A good student and a good instructor makes a good fighter. Yes, sir. What's popping in Hampton? Man, ain't nothing popping. It was hot a couple of days ago, and now it's cold outside. Man, I'm telling you what. I was bucking down the street today, man. I was not playing. I couldn't afford it, bruh. I couldn't afford it. Say you do boxing and rugby, man, that's a good combination. Hey, look, you got to fight folk off. Who you got, Devin Haney or Brian Norman? I'm going with Devin Haney. I think it's going to be a great fight, though. Yes, sir. Say, get out. North Carolina is 65. It ain't 65 out here. Knock, knock. Who's there, homeboy? Devin all day. Hey, look, Devin gonna do some work, man. We about to see the best of Devin. You got to see the best of Devin because you're gonna have a guy that can move around. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a guy that can move around. Cause Brian Norman, he wants you to stand still so he can peck you to death. He want to throw all them body shots. He wants you to stand still for that. But what Devin Haney gonna do, he gonna throw that jab and he gonna keep cutting them corners and throwing that jab. Bat, 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 bat. Ain't gonna make him have to work. You gonna have to work to get to him. Elvis 970, say you 67 years old. Congratulations. Cause you done made it, bruh. You done made it 67 years. The Bible only says we live to be 70. Hey, look, so you doing your thing. 70 is what the Bible says unless you do right. Then they give you some extra time. You know what I'm saying? 70 is 70 years. I don't even know who YN is. Yep, sir. That's what's good, though. But I appreciate you being here. I need an excuse to get out of work tomorrow. I said I was sick last week. Hey, look, we all want to get out of work at some point, man. I own barbershops my entire life. My entire adult life, I own barbershops, and I ain't even want to go to work half the time. Sometimes you just get tired of dealing with people. You want to have the same money, but you don't want to have to deal with people. If the work was just the work, it'd be one thing. But the work ain't just the work. You got to deal with people. You got to deal with people's attitudes. You got to deal with people demeanors. You got to deal with people tripping one day and not tripping the next day. You got to deal with people talking you to death. And sometimes you just don't want to go in because you don't want to deal with the mess, man. Anthony Yard versus Benavidez. Who you got? I got Benavidez. Because Anthony Yard, even though he good, he ain't on that next level. He ain't on the next level yet. So you can cut corners as good as him. That's what I'm talking about. You got to be able to. That's why the ring is called a squared circle. You don't go around the ring in a square. You go around in a circle. You got to cut corners. You got to pivot. You got to keep moving. You got to keep them arms extended so the guy can't get close to you. Every time you stop to do this, boom, boom, he's right here. I try to explain to people that you ain't going boom, boom without him being right here and you giving him the same opportunity to throw shots back that you got. That's why you got to keep moving. You got to pick and plot your shots. Pick and plot your shots. This is my combo. Jab, jab, Big body headshot. Yeah, it works, man. Hey, look, my coach always told me 2 to the body, 1 to the head. People go to the head before they do anything else, and you know you don't score, you don't even hit the head like talking about it. So the bottom line is stay off the head. So give you an excuse to stay home. I ain't got no excuses, bro, because every excuse I give you is a chance for you to not make money. And I know you need to make money because money is how the world keep going around. That's greetings. What's good with you? My distinguished brother, we don't wear hoodies anymore. Only quarter zips from now on. Hey, look, this is a hoodie to train in, player. And this is an army hoodie. See, straight out of Germany. My son sent it to me from the army. I wear hoodies every day, bro. I don't know what you talking about. I wear hoodies every day. It's too cold to be not wearing a hoodie. Plus, I like the way a hoodie feel on you. I like it to be big so you can't see what's on the inside. Benavidez versus Bivol. Benavidez. Do you like my boxing combo? Yeah, I like the boxing combo. I like all combos. Every combo works, but it only works in certain situations. So have more than one combo. Hi, brother. What up? Looking good. I appreciate it, dog. I appreciate you being here, man. I definitely appreciate you being here. Where's abouts, bro? I'm in Manny. Let's see. Say you don't box, you hoop, but you still train the same. Anybody that's in a sport, I don't care what sport you in, we all train the same. The only difference between boxers and hoopers is we train to throw them hands. But the exercises to build it so you can throw them hands, same exercises y'all use. Shoulders, arms, legs, cardio. You got to be able to run up and down that floor, brah. You in London. What's good with you, homie? What's up to London? Somebody said, say you got in a car crash. Hey, look, I used to tell my sons, if you're running late to work, tell them you had a flat tire. They ain't had no spare. That's as simple as it get. You ain't got to explain that one. Exercises to strengthen your fists. Hand grippers, anything like dead hang from the pull-up bar, knuckle push-ups. Or you can get a brick and you can take your hand and you make sure your knuckles are flat like this and just hit the brick. About 5 times each hand every day. It's going to hurt for a while. Just don't do it too hard because you'll damage your knuckles in the process of building your knuckles. I got a video on that. Look it up, how to strengthen your fists. What's up, player? What's good with you? Does society need more vigilantes? Probably, because we got too many people out here doing bad stuff. Vigilantes, they work in the dark. They work in the dark to clean up the crap. Because right now, man, we got too many people out here getting away with murder, rape, abuse, robbery. Man, we got too many. We need a daredevil to pop up out the woods and do some real work. Clean up the streets a little bit. Bro, you on 99 subs? KARTIKSONI24. You on 99 subs, but you can get another sub today. It's going to be me. Let me screenshot this name so I can find you later. Yeah, it's going to be another one. You're going to have 100. I appreciate anybody up here that's got a channel that's talking about anything from funny stuff to serious stuff, anything in between. I get on your channel the same way you get on mine. Say, hey, Unc, do you smoke blunts? No, I do not. I don't smoke anything. I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't use drugs. You need big shoulders to protect you. No, you need skills to protect you. You can have the biggest shoulders in the world. It's not going to matter. Michael Jordan, my coach keep telling me don't watch and learn from pro fighters. Instead, he recommended to watch amateur fights. He says watching pro fights will ruin your style. Not necessarily. It's some pros. There's some pros that still fight like amateurs. The amateur style. I understand what he mean because a lot of pros buckle down and throw more harder shots and they space their time out. When you're a pro, you ain't got to rush through 3 rounds. You got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 rounds. So you don't got to go out there and rush the fight. But there's some amateurs out there, some pros out there that still could give you amateur tips. People like Devin Haney that stays on the move and throws a quality amount of punches. People like Shakur Stevenson. People like Keyshawn Davis. People like Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, his style is a little bit slower. He wait around a little longer. But the rest of them come out there and they go to work. Watch a Cuban fighter named Andy Cruz. And Andy Cruz is a great fighter to watch, whether you're amateur or pro. And he'll kind of get you to go in the right direction. But don't focus on how long it takes the setup. Because sometimes when you're dealing with pro fighters, they got a long time to fight. And it's not the same when you're in the amateurs. You got to go kick, kick, kick. But if you want to watch somebody that's real good with a whole lot of punches per round, watch a fighter called Chocolatito. Just like you say the word chocolate and put the Lito at the end, Chocolatito. That dude is bad. He's a Mexican fighter. He's off the chain, though. Watch him. Said 4th and 5th article. You talk about hitting the brick. Hey, look, everybody don't do it the same. I don't tell nobody don't do nothing. I tell you to do it carefully. Because the reality is I've been hitting the brick since I was 7 years old. I ain't never hurt no hands. I ain't never broke nothing. But I ain't never been stupid either. So I ain't never went out there and tried to bang the brick like I'm trying to break the brick. Not at the beginning. I can break bricks now. It's not a problem. But the reality is your knuckles get better. They get stronger. There's only a few ways to do it, but you got to take your time when you do it. I don't tell nobody not to do it. I tell people to be careful when you do it. Anybody that broke anything did it too wrong. They did it too wrong. They did it too long or did it too hard. Teach one combo. 1, 2, 3. Simple as a 1, 2, 3 punch. Combos don't matter until you see a fighter. Combos don't matter until I see the boxer that's trying to do the combo, because every combo won't fit everybody. Some people, they don't throw that hook fast enough, and I ain't gonna put a hook in a combo. Some people got a whack jab, so I don't put a jab in a combo. It's kind of hard to teach something without knowing who you're teaching it for. Louisiana's in the building. I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you being here. India's in the building. I appreciate you being here. Say, what's going on, Unc? I appreciate everything you're doing. Abundant Mason 5818. Hey, look, man, I'm trying the best that I can to give people the best information that I can. A lot of people come up here and they tell me what their coach say. My coach say don't do this. My coach say don't do that. My coach say, your coach only wants you to do what he's telling you to do. That's fine if your coach is that good. But you'll never know until you start winning or you start losing. A lot of times, man, I give people the option of doing things more than one way. I don't give out a demand. Like, I don't say, this the combination that's going to win the fight. There's no such thing as a combination that's going to win the fight. This the punch that you need to put in your arsenal. This will make you the baddest fighter in the world. No, it won't. It'll make you hit that guy with that combination and hit you with six-piece combination directly after that. Then it's going to be my fault. What I do is I give you a large variety of things to do. I give you a large supplement of different exercises to do so that you can throw the punches that I want you to throw. I have you throw certain punches and try to determine what your skill level is. Everybody's skill level is different. Everybody's intense level is different. So with that being said, I have to work with what I have. I can't redesign it. I can't, like in other words, I can't recreate the wheel. I just find a better wheel for my car. What's up, coach? I'm just tapping in to say salute. Hey, look, I appreciate you, dog. MD3, the sniper, 386. I appreciate you, player. I appreciate you. What do I teach in the 757? I don't teach in the 757 anymore. I had a gym in the 757, and I taught at various gyms in the 757 in Hampton, Virginia. Now, I just teach online. I'm not always in the 757. I stay on the move right now. Am I saying this live? Yep, I'm live right now. Hey, man, I appreciate you, dog. Hey, look, I try to be a truth and inspiration. For real. I try to be. It's the only thing we got, man. We need somebody to believe in. We need somebody that's going to give us some information that's going to take us to the next level. Make sure that y'all on my channel. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. That's the only thing I ask of everybody to come to my channel. Please hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Hit the notification icon so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button so every time I come online, we can get back up here in politics again. And remember, if anybody got any kind of questions that they want to ask me, now's the time to ask them. And if you don't get a chance to leave it on the live stream, go to any video on my channel. Leave a question. I'll come back with an answer. I don't care what it's about. I don't care how deep or in-depth it is. If you want me to show you something in boxing, martial art, karate, sometimes I'll make a video because somebody else might have the same question that you have. And if that's the case, I'll make a video and I'll tag you in. What's my advice for beginners that's willing to put in the work? Start with defense. Start with being in shape and defense. People always want to know how to throw the best punch. You better learn how to get out the way of a best punch because somebody else might have started throwing that best punch before you figured out your defense. And no matter how good you can hit somebody, it doesn't matter. What matters is how good you can get out the way of being hit. This ain't a gladiator fight. This ain't two people that's going to stand there and just trade punches until somebody fall out. It's a boxing match. What that means is hit without being hit. And if he starts hitting you more times than you hit him, learn your defense. That's the most important part. Now, the other thing is, if you are truly in the art, to be in the art, then you'll do everything that's possible to make your style of art work for you. In other words, eat right, sleep right, train hard, listen to your coach, and then you got a fighting chance at being a champ, bro. Plain and simple. ENGANGRAI 3209. Yo, what's good with you? What's my age? I'm 58 years old. If you subscribed already, I appreciate you. And if you're not, please hit that subscribe button. What's good with all y'all? I'm up here having fun, man. I hope y'all do. Teach us some more footwork. I got some footwork videos. Go to a video on my channel called The New Boxer. Then go to a video called Pivoting Made Easy. Go to any video that says Coach Carl Shadowboxing. All the footwork in the game right there. Anytime you see me shadowboxing, I'm showing you footwork. Anytime you want to see specific things like pivoting, go to a video called Pivoting Made Easy. Or if you just go to my page and find a video called The New Boxer, it talks about all the beginning things you need to know how to do to be in the ring. What if you don't have a punching bag and you only have gloves? Should you only shadow box with the gloves on? That's what I would tell you to do from the beginning. Hey, look, I don't want you to mess up your gloves, but when I first started, I used to hit a tree. You hit a tree. I got videos on my channel called Coach called the bag work being a tree. The bag work is the tree. You just don't go outside and try to knock it down. You go outside and you learn how to tap. Pat, pat, pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat, pat. You do that. You just don't bang it up. But if you got one pair of gloves that are your gloves that you're going to need to get in the ring with, then you don't want to beat on the tree because you're going to tear your gloves up. But what I suggest you do is shadow box. Put some weights in your hand so you can feel like, because the biggest thing about boxing is the weights get heavy when you get in the ring. I mean, the gloves get heavy when you get in the ring. So put some weights in your hand. 1, 2, or 3 pound weights. You ain't got to have your gloves on. Just put some weights in your hand and just punch the weights. Do all the punches that you would normally do. Stretch your arm all the way out like you would normally do when you fight, right? And all it does is make all this stronger so that when you get in the ring, them gloves going to feel like winter mitts. Salute, Raw Talk. What's good? Hey, man, I'm in your feed because I'm the man. Somebody thought that you needed to see me. I don't know if it was God or it was YouTube. That's why I'm in your feed, dog. 100. Yep, I got defense videos on there. I got videos talking about the best blocks in boxing. And in the new boxing video too. But I got the best blocks in boxing. Like I said, I got almost 1,500 videos on my channel. Watch any one of them. It's going to teach you something different. Say box with a kangaroo. Man, kangaroos are strong, bro. If I thought I just could box with him, what if he jump up and kick me? I got to know my martial arts skills too. Stoned Aura. Yeah, I got a video of you and another guy kissing. Them the two dudes that you talking about? Yeah, I got that video. It's always funny how guys want to get up here and talk gay, but then as soon as somebody gay approach you, then all of a sudden you got a problem. Hey, look, be what you are, homeboy. If you're going to be up here talking gay every time you get up here, be what you are. The whole world know now. Let's go ahead and let's call him out. Let's call him out. Let's call him out. S Stoned Aura, A-U-R-A. Anybody up here looking for a boyfriend? There you go. Let's call him what I see. Every time somebody get up here and start hollering about something gay this or gay that, it's because they gay. And I ain't got nothing against gay at all. I ain't got one thing against it, but bro, stop hiding behind the keyboard. If you gay, say you gay. If you want to see two boys kissing, Google it. Google two boys kissing and you'll figure out how to kiss the guy. Don't ask me. Hey, Google it. Yo, I appreciate that Raw Talk. Thanks for the advice. Let me check out your videos. I got almost 1,500 videos. You should be watching for a long time. Just go through them. Ha ha ha. Said me and you, baby. Yeah, I believe it. I believe that exactly how you roll. That's why you up here talking like that. There's a whole lot of people that say, Coach, you cute, you sexy. Yeah, hey, look, I don't mind you being gay. Just stay in your lane. Yeah, you better believe it. Michael Jordan, you know I can kick. I kick, elbow. Hey, man, I just put a video online yesterday. It's called 52 Blocks. Look at me doing another style of fighting. Man, I study different styles of fighting. I could do a little kung fu, a little jiu-jitsu, wrestling, judo. My father was a master judo. Karate, spent a lot of years in karate, spent a lot of years as an instructor of Okinawa Shorin-ryu karate. Boxing, spent a lot of years teaching boxing, spent a lot of years fighting as a boxer. Street fighter, got a lot of experience doing that too, even though I don't like to brag about it. Hey, I took a couple of L's because, street fighting, it ain't always about your hands. You got to have some ground defense, and I had that too. That's why I took wrestling. But look, I ain't the best in the world, but I ain't the worst in the world. Let's say it like that. But to say I ain't the prettiest, but I ain't the ugliest either. Hey, look, some people be saying stuff, I don't even know what they be saying. They be saying stuff, it be in a different language, or either they can't spell. No, don't make me a super soldier. I'm just basically what I am as a human being that survived. Hey, look, I don't call that super. I call that blessed. That's what I call it. I call it being blessed. Because you get lucky. That's how you survive. You get lucky. I believe you. Hey, look, wrestling is a skill. You gotta have endurance to wrestle. You gotta start and not be willing to quit. School, we all been there. Just know these young bloods will give you work. Give you this work. Yeah, them young boys ain't gonna give me no work. Hey, look, that's the one thing about experience. Hey, look, experience is the best teacher. I got so many tricks that y'all won't even know the tricks is coming. Hey, look, what y'all afraid to do, I ain't afraid to do. Let's be clear. Hey, look, plain and simple. Y'all know the deal. Real OGs, I headbutt you. I'll bite your ear off like Mike Tyson. I grab you by the gonads and squeeze them till you call her your mama. You know what I'm saying? I kick you in places that you ain't know I could kick. I'm a face kicker. Why y'all think I can stretch so well? I kick for the face. I want to leave an impression. No, he's not just a boxing coach. JM 3232. I'm not just a boxing coach. I coach karate. I coach wrestling. I coach street fighting. I coach anything involving martial arts and boxing. Hey, coach, you looking very zesty today. Keep shining. Hey, look, I appreciate it, dog. Hey, look, I'm trying to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? It's what they say. Sometimes it's a jungle. It makes you wonder how you keep from going under. Can you help me? Help you do what? Locally NYC rat. Help you do what? You got to be specific. You got to remember, sometimes you don't get to say 2 comments. I heard that wushu is the hardest practice to learn. Hey, man, nah, probably not. It's probably not the hardest practice to learn. It's probably hard for somebody to learn. You know, Shaolin monk, that style is bananas. You got to be doing all kinds of... Yeah, I used to coach wrestling. Do I ever do point fighting? I did in karate. Point fighting is fine. Like I tell people, that's the difference between boxing and karate. Boxing is point fighting too, but the hits hurt. In karate, you got to have control. You can't just overly punch a guy. You can't knock a guy out. I kicked a guy in the head one time and dropped him. And guess what? I got disqualified. So, it don't make no difference. This ain't on MMA. Say zesty sayings for gay. Well, like I said, there's a lot of people up here calling out that gay thing. Y'all know who these people are. It don't matter to me. You can call me anything you want. I'm too old to be worried about name calling. Name calling ain't never hurt nobody. You can call me anything you want. How did you overcome tough times? And is it okay sometimes to take step back to come stronger forward? I mean, I overcame tough times by just surviving it. Trust me, it's a lot of praying and a lot of asking God to save my life. Okay, look, it's funny because none of us want to talk about God until we in a bad situation. Then you like, Lord, please help me get out of this. You understand what I'm saying? So now I don't ask to help me get out of it. I ask that he help me get someone else out of it. See, I had already made it. At 58 years old, if I died today, I'd still die happy because I lived 58 years. I lived until my last kid got out the house. Each one of my children, 2 sons and 1 daughter, all out the house, all grown and grown. So I done my job. That was the job that God put me here to do first. Now I'm hoping that he leave me here to help somebody else whom I don't know that might need my help. But you survive, man, because you pray. I trained hard when I was a young buck, man, and that's how I survived. Hey, look, a Shaolin monk, the real ones, not the ones you see on TV. A real Shaolin monk you never see on TV because they protecting the mosque. They protecting the monastery. That's what they doing. But if you see a real Shaolin monk, them jokers can climb walls. they can disappear, bruh. Hey, look, no MMA fighter ain't never gonna be able to deal with that. He can't. They ain't got the control to deal with a real Shaolin monk. What you see is a guy that came from. No, he's a monk. He got a monk background, and he on TV. See, monks, real monks, the real Shaolin monks, the ones that protect the whole community. No, ain't nobody ever gonna beat them. Hey, look, them dudes is like ninjas, man. It's like telling somebody you can beat the Yakuza. You can't beat the Yakuza. That's the Japanese mafia. Man, ain't no way. Sometimes you got people that's way above your grade level. I ain't trying to see one, bro. I'm trying to train with one, though. So you need help to get trained in Kung Fu to fight a master. But you already behind. And unless you 12 years old and you gonna fight the master when you like 40. You know, most masters in Kung Fu got 40 years, 50 years in the game. So no, you can't get help for that. What's my diet like? I'm vegan, 100% vegan, raw vegan. I eat none but vegetables. I eat none but fruit. I eat none but peanuts, cashews, sunflower seeds. I got an apple, an orange, and a banana I bought today from the store. I eat number my dinner's gonna be a salad with a cucumber, tomato, and croutons, and plant-based dressing. Say, you seem like a man to me. I try to be. Hey, look, they say the eyes don't lie. What you see in my eyes is what you see in me. The eyes don't lie, player. John 3:16 that states, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but will have eternal life." That's how much God loves us. Exactly. And look, God saved me, and a lot of times, bro, where I should have been gone. Plain and simple. Do I remember my first sparring? Yep. As in karate, as a young guy. I remember the guy was pretty much equal my talent, and I ended up getting a kick in his stomach, and he folded, and I thought I had done something. And then the next day, they realized that I kept beating up the guys that was white belts like me. So they put me in the ring with not in the ring, but on the mat with a guy that was, I think he was an orange belt. So he was 2 belts higher than me, and he was kicking me all upside the head. I learned right then. Hey, look, he gonna kick me once, and I'm gonna block it. He gonna kick me next time. I got good at blocking. Why? Because I got tired of taking them kicks in the head, kicks in the chin, kicks in the shoulder. He was beating me down. Say you don't have the motivation to train today? I didn't have the motivation to train either, bro. But guess what? I did it, and when it's over, it's over. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes when it's over, it's over. I come down them steps sometimes, and I take short steps. You ever come down steps? It's 14 steps coming from upstairs. They come down 7, and then you cut across and come down 7 more, right? But look, sometimes it take me 10 minutes to get down them steps because I be like, I don't be trying to, man, I be like, I don't be trying to come down them steps, man, because I know what I'm going to see when I get downstairs. I'm going to see them weights. I'm going to see that weight vest. First thing I do when I come downstairs is put on that 20-pound weight vest, and I do 200 push-ups. I do 40 pull-ups. I do 40 chin-ups. I do 40 dips, and then I take the vest off, and then I start doing stuff on the floor, all my crunches and all that stuff, because you got the vest on. It's just in the way of your back. But yeah, man, sometimes I don't want to come down there either. But guess what? When I come down there and I get the work in, it is what it is. In 3 hours, I'm going to be done. I got 21 hours to rest before tomorrow. Yeah, I know that horse stand is tough. That horse stance was tough, man. There's a whole lot of stuff. The cat stance, when the guy get in the cat stance, was kicking me to death. Pap, pap, pap. I was like, man, I ain't know nobody had that much skill until I realized, okay, now I got to learn something. So the reality was I was getting beat up. First guy I beat up. Second guy beat me up. And then I started getting tough. And then I started cheating a little bit. I ain't going to tell y'all that, but I started cheating. I started hitting a little harder. It's supposed to be point spawn, but I started hitting hard. Wah! And acting like it was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And I kept the same emotion on my face so he couldn't tell that I was doing it on purpose. God bless you, brother. For some reason, it should sound like you was talking about the book of 5 rings. I wish I knew the Book of Five Rings. I need to read that junk. Some things I ain't came across. Hey, look, even as an old guy, sometimes I missed a lot of stuff. Say you need some meat though. No, you don't. Anybody told you that? Told you a lie. Yep, everybody don't eat meat, bruh. And you seen me, if you seen me, and you seen my body, you'd understand. I ain't got the flex in front of nobody. I started off eating meat. My whole half of my life, I ate meat. I ate chicken, and I ate eggs, and I ate seafood. And that's how I was. I never ate no beef or no steak or nothing like that. I just ate chicken, I ate seafood, and I ate eggs. And I did it all up until I was 46 years old. When I first went on my diet, in 2013, I was still eating chicken, and I was still eating eggs, and I was still eating seafood. And in 2014, I became vegan. And it's the best thing I ever done in my life, because now I don't have no problems. Like my shoulder used to hurt. I used to get up in the morning, my bones be cracking. I'll do all kinds of stuff, but it's stuff that's in stuff that don't need to be in stuff. See, when you talk about meat, we ain't eating meat like our ancestors ate. We ain't eating meat like we don't go out and kill a deer, chop him up, and put him right on the fire. We don't go catch a bear and chop him up and put him right on the fire. We don't go get a pig or a cow and chop him up and put him right on the fire. What we do, you got to understand how they make this stuff. They chop it up, then they pack it. Then they fill it with all types of stuff so that it'll last. Then they send it from Missouri or Montana all the way to Virginia, which takes about a week. Then it get here, and then they put it in a freezer, and then they label it. Then they take it out the freezer that they label it in, and they put it in the storefront in the refrigerator, and then they sell it. And it has a date that says you got to buy it before this date, which is usually like 7 to 14 days from the day that they put it in the refrigerator, out front in the store. But it took almost a month to get there. So, with that being said, what do you think was keeping it from going rotten? All the stuff that they put in it. And people think they eating meat, they eating better. No, you eating the same crap that you talking about guys that eat steroids is eating, because they steroided the chicken. The chickens used to be this big. Now chickens is this big. Chickens stand about that tall now. How? And it's a mutated chicken. You know, so that's why you got so many chickens. That's why you look at the packages of everything in the world. Half the stuff that they sell in the store is made with milk and made with eggs. You know it ain't that many cows and that many stuff in the whole wide world, but they find it. That's why you eat a honey bun that's almost 30 days old. It was made with milk and eggs. Now we wonder why we be sick. We wonder why we be having cancer. We wonder why we be in the hospital. My thing was, my philosophy is simple. This is not a religion for me. I went vegan because I wanted to. But my thing is, if I can pet it, I don't want to eat it. Plain and simple. If I can't pet it, I'll eat it. So that being the case, you know, because people out here selling dog, they selling cat, they selling everything now. You know, that's why the Chinese people got cat and some dogs and stuff. You better watch it. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm telling you what. Let's see. I ain't trying to roll with that one. Now you say, give us some life advice. Stay out of trouble. That's the best life advice I got for you. If you want to have a successful future, then your present cannot be in trouble. Because this present is how you don't make it to your future. Trouble can mean anything. It can mean you got a problem with some homies in the neighborhood. You got a problem with some girls in the neighborhood. You ain't doing your work in school. You ain't doing your work at the job. You ain't saving your money. You ain't eating right. You ain't sleeping right. And you ain't training. Those are all problems that we could fix. Because you can fix all those with one swipe. You know what I'm saying? Start training. Start eating right. Start treating people fair. Stop talking trash to people. Then you'll never have no enemies. You'll spend your whole life just going in the right direction. And you'll go as far as you want to go with your life. But what people don't do is that. They do everything but that. Then they got a whole lot of problems. So let's live right. Let's do right. Said my dad used to always give me the serenity prayer to remember, and that prayer is a solid one. And you are 100% correct. Hey, look, it's funny because my phone just started doing something. I don't know what it started doing. My other phone, it just started playing music. I think it might be a ghost in here. Hey, look, I keep my fist balled up for a reason. Y'all see that? Oh, wow, that's the wrong fist. See the tattoo? Coach. This one says blessed. I like tattoos, man. I like them on my hands. I like them on my arms. Man, hey, look, y'all see what it is. Let's keep this thing 100. I appreciate y'all, but make sure y'all hit the subscribe button so we can always have these same kind of conversations all the time. Every time I log in online, I want to see good people like the good people I'm seeing right now. I got less than a gallon left. I'll be done in about 2 hours. And that's taking my time. I started on that at 7 o'clock this morning. I drink a gallon a day. If I ever be a future champion, it would be funny, ain't it? No, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be because you worked. That's what it is. And it would be funny that we talking about it right now and then you end up being a future champ. Because I'm going to definitely say I know that dude. Hey, look, that's what it is, man. You can be anything you want to be. All you got to do is want to be it bad enough. Just like if you was underwater and you was drowning and you want to get out from under that water, you're going to fight like all outdoors. Well, act like you drowning and trying to be a champion and fight like all outdoors. So they are beyond elite condition to you. They don't have a chance in the streets, kung fu, plus Shaolin monk or not. Hey, I don't know about that one. Everybody's different levels of condition. I mean, you got to remember, everything I've been doing it since I was 7 years old. I started early, so I learned it right. And my instructor told me one time, he said, if you learn it right the first time, you don't have to learn it twice. And that's why I tell people when they came to me to learn lessons, I would rather have a person that had no experience than a person that came in and he was a black belt already. Or he was a champion boxer already. Why? Because now I got to weave through somebody else's crap to get to the part that I want to teach. I'd rather a guy come in empty, white belt, blank canvas. Therefore, everything he learned will be from me. And trust me, when I teach you, you're going to know it. That's the bottom line. How to remove shyness. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you somebody. And whether they like it or not, you somebody. Remember what Cat Williams, the comedian, said? He stand in the mirror every morning and say, "Ma, you getting kind of tall. You're looking kind of sexy here. Your hair looking real special." You know what I'm saying? You got to tell yourself, you got to pump yourself up, because if you don't pump yourself up, ain't nobody else going to pump you up. So shyness comes from the fact that you don't want nobody to see you for whatever reason, because you don't think you are who you're supposed to be. God has made you who you are, and you are great. Trust me, you are the son or the daughter of God. So, hey, look, when your daddy is that popular, you supposed to be popular. So forget about being shy, because you can't. You got to go out there and work, baby. You got to go out there and work. The world is yours, and you got to take it. You can't wait on nobody to give it to you. That's how you make a baby some milk in there. Exactly. And I got 3 babies. You feel what I'm saying? But they ain't babies no more. But hey, look, it is what it is, bruh. But I stopped eating all that. Hey, look, you understand the deal. My mentality about food. Hey, look, man, if I can pet it, I don't want to eat it. Period. Hey, look, people have done too much stuff to food, man. Hey, look, you can't trick me by giving me something that my body don't need if I don't take it. See, people come to me all the time and they say, I got this cookie. It's a vegan, though. I don't want it because I didn't buy it. You know what I'm saying? When I buy it, it's going to be in a pack. It ain't going to be in your hand or in a Ziploc bag or in a napkin. When I buy it, it's going to be in a pack that I can trace it back the way I bought it from. You feel what I'm saying? Don't make me nothing. I don't even eat nobody's food. I make my own food. I got a wife that's a cook. Been cooking for her whole life and worked in everything from Kentucky Fried Chicken to major restaurants. But hey, look, I make my own food. I ain't mad at you, but I make my own food. Therefore, I know what's in it. Yeah, I'm about to knock that ghost out. Y'all heard my song? Some song started playing on my phone a second ago, and my phone was just sitting here. That junk was pitch black. Oh, y'all see, this my mama. For real. My mom, she died a couple of years ago. That was my mom. That's why I keep on this phone. They say as long as you keep talking about her, as long as you keep looking at her, as long as you keep showing her to people, she don't die. She only died when we stop talking about her. That's what anybody that lost anybody, don't stop talking about them. If your daddy gave you some information, always refer to your daddy's information. If your mama taught you something, always refer to what your mama taught you. If your grandmama gave you some information, rock with it. Don't never let it go. And every chance you get, say, my daddy did this, or my daddy did. Talk like in the now. Therefore, your daddy will never be dead. He'll always be alive right here in your heart. Let's see. Is this AI? No, this is not AI. This is the original. Unless you're talking about Allen Iverson. There's no AI over here. You know what I'm saying? This is the original. Any advice for a man feeling down and depressed? Yeah, step up, dog. God has left you here. He kept you here for a reason. Hey, look, don't waste his time. You know how you give a person a job? If you're a boss and you give a person a job that don't want the job, but they told you they wanted it, and when they go to work, they half do the job, you're going to end up firing them. Man, I'm telling you, you don't want to get fired. This is your life. Don't get fired from your own life. Don't be depressed about nothing. If you need a new car, go get a new car. If you need a new house, go get a new house. If you need a new job, go get a new job. If you need a combination of all those things, then get all those things. People think it's hard to move from one apartment to the next apartment. You ain't paying nothing but the next apartment's rent. You're not paying the rent when you left the apartment. So you got the same money that you was paying for this one to pay for that one. If you got a car and you don't like your car, take your car to the dealership, trade it in for another car. If you got a wife that you and your wife ain't on the same page, then trade her in for a new wife, or trade your husband in for a new husband. Do not spend your life being stressed or depressed, because it only ends in homicide or suicide, and you don't want either one of those. Have you ever thought about becoming a woman? Of course you do. Yeah, of course you think about being something that you're not. I thought about being Superman. I thought about being Mini-Man, Mighty Mouse. I think about being everything. And I don't think about being a woman. I mean, because the woman got too many problems. Hey, look, my heart go out to any woman that's on this channel right now. If you're a woman and you up here right now, my heart go out to you, because you deal with a whole lot more stuff than guys do. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm talking about. You got to go through the time of the month. You got to go through people bothering you. You got to go through people trying to get your phone. I saw a girl got stabbed in a subway in New York City because she wouldn't give a guy her phone number. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, girls got it bad. Guys got it good. Ain't nobody trying to rape me nowhere. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody trying to take nothing from me. Ain't nobody calling me a BIT, whatever. You know the rest of the letters. They're not calling me that. You know what I'm saying? They're not smacking me because I don't want to give them no sex. That ain't happening to a guy. But that happens to a girl every day. That's where girls are being abused and used, man. I'm telling you. And they being fooled, because a lot of guys have come up with a strategy to get girls. And whatever that strategy is, it's not working out, man. These girls are not they're not benefiting from what we doing to them. So we got to change the game. So no, I don't want to be no woman. Being a woman costs too much, bruh. Costs too much. See, in your country, it's legal to have 2 to 3 wives, man. It's hard enough to have one wife. Why I want 2 or 3? What are the top qualities to look for in a woman that tells you she's a wife? I don't know about that one, man, because there's so many things that you need to look for in a person. You need to look for truth. That's the first thing you want to look for, truth. Don't lie to me. Don't disguise it. Don't hide it. Don't divide it. Don't lie, period. I look at cleanliness, you know, how you take care of yourself. I don't care if you got on Jordans, but how you take care of your butter cookies. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you got on diamonds, but how did you take care of your cubic zirconia? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's a lot of things. Because when you're trying to build a wife, you're trying to get somebody that acts nice, that looks nice, and is nice. That's a whole lot. So, you know, hey, look, unfortunately, I went to girls' houses, and if their house was tore up, and it was just them and their mama, I was like, no, sir. We can't date. They said, why? I said, you don't clean up your own house. My house stay clean. I'm the one responsible for cleaning up my house, even though I got a wife. I've had a wife for 34 years, but I'm the one responsible for cleaning up, because I like how I clean. It's just that simple. I'm thorough, man. I'm like a super soldier. I get Brillo pads. I get bleach in one hand, Brillo pads, and a sponge in the other hand. I go to work, bro. When I'm done, the house is clean. Somebody said my skin tone is amazing. Well, thank you. Let me see. Whoa. Whoa. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate it, though. God bless me with whatever I have. And thank you for thinking of me when you made that statement. Thank you, God, for your mama. Hey, look, believe it. My mama taught me a whole lot of stuff, bro. My mama taught me how to survive in a mixed up and fixed up world. She taught me how to survive. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. And look, the lessons that your mama gave you, man, you don't even think about how important they are until you have to use them one day. And now you realize that those lessons made sense. Man, they made sense. That's the same way I keep my little sister alive. I keep telling my friends she was beautiful. Exactly. Hey, look, man, you are like Warren G. Are you from Los Angeles? No, I wish I was from LA. I ain't never even been to LA. I like Warren G. He said, he said, when I get rich, I'm gonna buy brand new socks and drawers. That was in one of his songs. He said, I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Warren G, man. Say Demetrius Johnson is a good fighter. There's a lot of good fighters out there. Say, bro, I'm gay. It's okay to be gay, bro. I ain't mad with you. It's okay to be gay. This ain't no judgment channel. I ain't Jesus, man. I don't have the right to judge nobody. You live your life the way you want to live your life. And bottom line, that's the bottom line. You live your life the way you want to live it so that you happy. At the end of the day, your happiness depends on you. We control a few things in our life, and happiness is one of them. Health is the other one. Let me tell you something, bro. We control that. So if you gay, be gay. Step out. How do I stop cheating on my wife? Think about it. The shoe was on the other foot. Period. The shoe could be on the other foot. There's a lot of wives out here that's cheating on their husbands right about now. So the shoe could be on the other foot, and how would you like it? You don't know if it's going to make sense. Man, my thing is, whatever you getting from one, you can get from the other one. Ain't nobody got nothing special. Nobody got no gold trinkets. No platinum body parts. You know what I'm saying? So the reality is, whatever you making work outside the house, you can make work inside the house. I used to go to the strip club when I first got married, and not because I wanted to date a stripper. I went just to sit. I sat there like this and just watched. And bottom line is, I pulled out some dollars and I threw them on the counter. And I had some friends that went with me, and they was all gawking all over the girls like they wanted to take them home. I don't want to take nobody home. That costs too much money. I'm spending $100 in here now. I'm just giving it away. And a girl told me one time, I looked at her the entire time she was dancing, right? Real talk, no BS. I looked at her, and I looked in her eyes. I was more fulfilled by how she looked as far as what her emotions was at what she was doing than I was at her body. When the dance was over, I gave her something like $30, $40, just giving out ones, right? When the dance was over, she said, come here, let me speak to you for a second. She said, I danced the whole set. You gave me a lot of money, but you never looked at my body. I said, I looked at your eyes. I looked at your eyes. I saw everything I needed to see right there. She said, you must be married. I said, yeah, but that ain't the reason why I wasn't looking at your body. The bodies don't interest me. What's up here and in here interests me. So I was already married. So I said, look, I just did it because I think you working hard and you look like a nice young lady that just came here to get this paycheck. And I'm here as a spectator to help you get this paycheck. So the reality was, I don't want nothing from you. I want to give you something. And that was it. But that's what people don't seem to understand, man. Look, the game is twisted, man. Love from Germany. What's up, yo? But stop cheating on your wife, dog, because your wife could be cheating on you. And when she cheat on you, it's not going to be the same rules that you had. You wouldn't have found somebody that's down the street, round the corner. She'll find your best friend. Your best friend will get to feel what you've been feeling. I'm getting sick, so I can't work out. I tried yesterday and today, I'm getting worse. Well, take care of yourself first. Oh, that's Jamie. Okay, take care of yourself. Remember, your health is the most important thing you have. That's the one thing you control is your health. Take care of yourself. Love from Mexico City. Does Black Friday have anything to do with Black history? No, I don't think so. It ain't for that. It's just the Friday after Thanksgiving. I don't know why they call it Black Friday, but I don't shop on that day because it ain't number. They'll put something on sale. They say it was $7.99. They'll say it's $7.49. It's on sale. Man, you still spending almost the same amount of money. There be some things on there that they're giving away, but the reality is the things that they're giving away, you don't want them anyway. Sprinkle, I feel you. Appreciate it, dog. Jonathan, 2 questions. What dish are you looking forward to at Thanksgiving, and what do you want for Christmas? Dish, I don't eat nothing for Thanksgiving, bro. I eat the same. I mean, like, first of all, I'm OMAD. I eat 1 meal a day. I eat 1 dinner, and whatever that is, I eat for 1 hour, right? And then I use the other 23 hours, I don't eat anything. On Thanksgiving, bro, the only thing I do is make the same thing I make all year. My wife and my daughter and my wife's mother and all my kids, whoever, wherever they at, they all got their own families. They go and they eat the turkey and they eat the stuffing and they eat the sweet potato pies and all that. I don't eat none of that. I sit down with a humble dinner, vegetables, fruit, and nuts. I'm done. And for Christmas, I ask everybody in my family, don't buy me nothing. I'm trying to change my life, man. I spent the whole lifetime of buying more stuff than I needed. Now I got too much junk all over the place. I don't need nothing else. Because what people buy you for Christmas is something that they can just say, I added to whatever you had. I don't need nothing, bro. God has blessed me with everything that I have right now, and it's too much. So right now, I don't want nothing. So don't give me nothing. If you want to give me something for Christmas, give me a hug. Tell me Merry Christmas. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Say, screw the strip club. Hit the massage parlor. Man, I started giving my wife that same $150 I took to the strip club. That was back when I first got married, man. My wife didn't trip. In fact, she went to the strip club with me a couple of times, and I gave her like 51s, and she was just giving them away. Hey, look, we have a ball, man. We got that kind of relationship, man. We have a ball. Helping the community, man, that's life. Coach, I got to say, night, I'm tired, and it's 10 p.m. here. Hey, look, man, be safe, Michael Jordan. Take care of yourself, player, and I'll see you on the next one. And thank you for the comments. Thank you for the subscription. And thank you for just dialoguing with the whole crew of people that's up here right now. So adios, man. Be safe. Have a good night, bro. Hey, look, spitting real spill. Hey, look, man, it's the only thing I know. See, I told you, one thing about people is the longer they stick around, the more you'll find out who they really are. A lot of times, man, people be faking because if they stick around for a long time and they full of crap, it'll come out. See, they can lie, but for so long. That's why I tell these girls, I know this sound kind of crazy, but if you're a woman up here, if you're a woman up here, if you're a guy up here, but specifically if you're a woman up here, this goes for women and guys. When you meet somebody and you want to find out if that person is the right person for you, do yourself a favor and don't sleep with them for like 6 months. Just take them out. Have a good time with them. Get to know them. In that 6 months that you're not humping and bumping, you actually going to get to know them. You actually going to find out whether they barbecue or mildew, whether they're a man or a mouse. You're going to see it in 6 months. You can't lie for 6 months. If I'm going out with you 3 days or 4 days a week for 6 months and we hugging and kissing and we just talking and holding hands and all that, but we ain't doing the do, I get to find out who you really are. I get to take you to a movie, find out what you like. I get to take you to dinner, find out what you like. I get to take you out walking, find out what you like. I get to say, come to the gym with me, let's work out. I find out what you like. You can only lie but for so long. That's for guys and girls. You can only lie but for so long. And then the reality of who you really are comes up. You feel what I'm saying? So my advice is date them for 6 months and don't sleep with them. And then you'll find out who you're dealing with. Because too many people are meeting somebody and 6 hours later, they're sleeping with you. And then they don't know who they slept with. Then they end up getting pregnant or you end up getting somebody pregnant. And whether the shoe was on the giver or the taker, the reality is the baby is being made now. And now y'all got to deal with it. Now 2 people that don't know nothing about each other is trying to raise a child. Or 2 people that don't know nothing about each other is both at the clinic at the same time because you didn't know he had this and she didn't know you had that. Bottom line is, date him for 6 months. Then you know what you got. I dated my wife for 8 months. First 6 months, there was nothing. No jokes, none of that, right? 2 months later, 8 months, we got married. Now I've been married 34 years. I knew who it was. I had already made the mistake of moving too fast with something that wasn't gonna last. I felt like a rapper. Moving too fast with something that wasn't gonna last. Then I met my wife and I changed my life. That's the rhyme. Moving too fast with something that won't gonna last, and then I met my wife and I changed my life. Now I've been married for 34 years and it ain't been no tears. Just cheers. What up? Your boy Coach Carl. Huh? Talk to me. Where am I from? I'm from Hampton, Virginia. Same place that Allen Iverson grew up. So if you know who Allen Iverson is, he used to come to my barbershop when he was a young buck. So you give yours to the church. Yes, sir. Hey, look, that's what I'm going to start doing. I got too much, bro. You knew how. I got a house full of stuff. It's 1,483 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, living room, dining room, workout room, kitchen, in the back, got a bonus room, right? Too much stuff, man, for two people. Too much stuff for two people. I want to be a minimalist, man. You know what a minimalist is? The people that give away so much and they got this much? Yeah, that's me. It does come with age. Experience comes with age. Life, real life comes with age. What's your favorite sport and athlete from that sport? My favorite sport is probably boxing, karate, Bruce Lee, Muhammad Ali. Hey, look, made that simple, right? Yeah, our society is messed up. Why is it messed up? Because too many people don't follow rules. It's simple. I mean, you see a red light, somebody go through the red light. You see a stop sign, they go through the stop sign. Because people are always in a rush. My mechanic told me one time, he said, everybody's in a rush, but nobody's going nowhere. That's why they won't take time to go and get the car fixed. This guy that owned a tour bus company, that was a friend of mine, he had them buses going all across the country, right? He told me that people will spend money on everything but a vacation. That's because we don't know how to relax. You spend money on everything. You spend money on everything. You ain't got no money to take a vacation, but let your car break down, you can get your car fixed. Let your arm break down, you gotta get your arm fixed. You know, let your house roof start leaking, you get your roof fixed, but you won't take a vacation. Because that's too much like the enjoyment. So don't date unless you're planning to marry. Hey, look, that's a good philosophy. If you're not gonna marry her, don't date her. Just take her out, have fun with her. Tell her meet you there. Hey man, hello again. What's good? What's good? What's good? Who was the greatest in Virginia, Michael Vick or AI? Allen Iverson was the greatest in Virginia. He probably the single most talented individual that came out of our area. I mean, I knew him when he was a young buck, so I watched it come up. But people don't know that Allen Iverson was an awesome, exceptional basketball player in high school, in college, and in the pros. But he was a good football player too, and he played quarterback. And his team went to the state championship. He was a beast, man. He was bout it. Say you a minimalist? Hey, look, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to be right there. I'm gonna change my whole life, man. Y'all think I'm joking, but I'm about to give all this stuff away, man. Hey, look, it is what it is, man. I don't need it. My age is 58 for those that don't know. Where's Ali? Muhammad Ali passed away. Virginia has the best athletes and musicians. So many hip-hop legends from Virginia like Pharrell, Pusha T, Missy Elliott, Magoo. Hit us with some wisdom. And man, I'm dropping everything I can, man. Do I like Mexican food? Nah, I've ate it, but I can't eat it now. Too spicy. When you only eat one meal a day, you can't. That meal can't be spicy. Say I don't look like I'm 58. Well, I appreciate it, bro. God has been good to me, man. Wormy 658. What's good with you? Yeah, I'm just up here, man, trying to have a little fun, talking to people about some things that's gonna make a difference in somebody else's life. And yeah, I'm definitely stuck on that minimalist thing. I'm in the process right now, man. My whole life, I want to change my whole life. I want to live my life out of a van, a RV. You know, I'm basically want to give all this up, man. I want to live my life out of an RV and just travel around the world. And I want to talk to people like I'm talking to y'all about putting things in the right perspective and getting things to go in the right direction. Man, this is not the life that I need at this time. This was fine. When I was raising kids, I needed to be stable in one environment. But now I need to change the whole game. I think the whole world needs to see me and not online. Y'all need me to come into your gym and pad you up. Talk to you about doing certain things in life, not just boxing and karate, just life, period. Let's see. Does it snow in Virginia? Yeah, it snow in Virginia. What advice would I give to 25-year-old Coach Carl? At 25 years old, on my 25th birthday, on November the 5th, 1992, I opened up my first barbershop, and it was my birthday. I went to the shop, I cut one head and went and took my wife to the hospital, and my son CJ was born the exact same day. So then I had me, CJ, and my mother were all born on November the 5th. My mother was born November the 5th, 1935. CJ was born November the 5th, 1992. I was born November the 5th, 1967. Don't know how that happened, but God has blessed me from those days to these days. The advice I would give my 25-year-old self is just slow down. Because at 25, I thought I had to have it all at 25. I didn't want to wait to 26. I wanted it all at 25. I wanted the biggest shop. I had a big barber shop, 9 employees. I wanted the biggest shop, the biggest car, the biggest house, and the biggest jewelry. I wanted the biggest of everything. But I didn't know I didn't need all that stuff. Now, wisdom has taught me, years have taught me, I don't need that stuff. That's just material stuff. If you really want to find yourself, become a minimalist, you'll learn things about yourself that you never knew. Oh, I'm learning things about myself right now. I told you, I got a plan. I got one more year. One more year. The year of 2026 is the last year before I break down and get rid of all this stuff. I'm starting to break down and get rid of some of it now. But I want to go to the RV lifestyle. Y'all heard of van life? I want to do the van life. Live right out of an RV. Yeah, saying do my whole thing right out of an RV, pull up on people, I want to travel the world, man. I want to go to gyms and go into gyms and talk to people, go into dojos and talk to people, go into the school system and talk to people. Man, let's go into church and talk to people. I want to reach people where they are. My mama used to always say, you reach them where they at. You don't got to bring them to you. Go to where they at. Jesus went to where y'all were. He went to the street corners and talked to the pimps, the hustlers, the prostitutes, the drug dealers. He talked to everybody. Yeah, I'm going to definitely do that. Life isn't about fancy cars. Look at Warren Buffett, richest man in the world, still drives an old Cutlass. You better believe it. Life, hey, look, I learned a very valuable lesson when I was growing up. Stop throwing stuff away. You're going to need it in a later day. D'Angelo was from Richmond. Did you know anyone that knew him? And Banky Pound, YouTuber, is in VA. Both very similar, solid brothers. Yeah, I knew people that knew D'Angelo. I had a friend of mine named Clem Burnett that owned a Mad Beat Records in Richmond. I used to be a rap artist. Before everything else, I was a rap artist. I was signed to an independent record label from 1987 to 1991 under the name of Cool Call. And I met a lot of guys like D'Angelo, Mad Skills. I met those guys when they were younger, way younger than me. And they were brand new in the game. But I was real popular, so, you meet a lot of people. But I didn't know him, I just met him. You know what I'm saying? You meet somebody and then you keep moving, and then later on you find out that's that same guy that's making music. I've been in the recording studio with a whole lot of big name people that weren't big names when I was in the recording studio. They were regular people. And then all of a sudden, you wake up one day and all those people are on national TV and doing their thing. What's my favorite memory of my parents? Man, hey, look, that's a hard one, because if you go to my channel and listen to a video called Spoken Word. Spoken Word, don't forget it, Spoken Word. I'm doing some spoken word rap. Now, what I talk about in that is probably my greatest memory of my mother and father was probably them splitting up, because they separated during a time when I needed both of them. You see what I'm saying? I was coming out of the 6th grade that summer, and my father went one direction, and me and my mother and my brother, my sister was already in college, but me and my mother and my brother moved in with my grandmother, and my father, he moved into his own place, and they split up. So I hate to say that had to be the best memory I had of them, but it's the first thing that came to mind, which probably means it's the one that means the most to me. I needed them both, so I tried to find a way to keep my mama in my life and my dad in my life, because it gets twisted, man. It gets twisted. You're a young man and you need that structure. You don't know that you need it, but you do. You need that structure. You need somebody to pound you up top of the head when you're doing something wrong, and somebody to hug you when you're doing something right. I needed both of them. My dream vacation is sitting in the woods. Sitting in the woods, and not because I'm a hunter. Your mama be watching that stuff? You talking about van life? Hey, look, your mama is 100. Tell your mama I'm friends with a lot of van life people. I'm going to get an RV just as sure as my name is Coach Carl, and y'all going to see me. I'm going to be talking about RV life. I'm going to be jumping out the back, doing my push-ups on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I told my wife all I need to take was my 50s. I need my 50s and my 15s. 15s for wrist curls, butterflies, and all of that. And the 50s for bench pressing, shoulder shrugs, and single arm obliques. I can do everything else in the park. I can do pull-ups in the park. I can do all that. I just want to live a whole different life, man. In order to do something different or to get something different, you got to be willing to do something different. I'm willing to change this in. I'm going to exchange this life for another life. Watch what I tell you. Was I a fan of Milli Vanilli? No, because they was lip syncers. Who was the artist that got you into hip hop? LL Cool J was brand new when I got into hip hop. The LL Cool J was, I actually opened up a show for LL Cool J where he was brand new. He was a brand new artist just like me. And I opened up a lot of shows for a lot of people, but LL was a brand new artist just like me. He probably don't even remember me. He stood next to me, and that's when I realized that all the rumors was a lie. They said LL was small, skinny, and a punk. And that dude was like 6'2", and he was cut up, and I don't know what they was talking about. I knew what a chump looked like, and he wasn't a chump. Hey, look, Kyle Matthews, you just wanted to have something to say. But I appreciate you joining the podcast. I appreciate it. For real, I appreciate it. You know you in line. You still up here right now waiting to see what I was going to say back to that comment you just made. But look, God is touching everybody's life, and he touching yours too. That's why you still up here listening. Until you get away, once you get away, you're going to wish you were still here. Holla. The most rewarding thing about being a parent is watching your kids grow up and be successful. Because that's what you've been teaching them the whole time. I taught them I used to sit my kids down when they were 15, 16 years old, so I get a notebook. And I show them what rent looked like, what electric bill looked like, what water bill looked like, so they had an idea of what bills looked like. Then when they started making money, because their first jobs was working for me. I owned a barbershop and a boxing gym. They became cleaners at the barbershop. Both of them ended up going to barber school, and then they both were boxers and they became teachers. And I gave them their first set of paychecks. And they understood what money was about. They understood how much value they had. And they understood what to do with the money. Now, one of my sons is in the Army. The other one was in the Navy, and now he works for the government. And my daughter works for a real estate company. Everybody been to college. Everybody did their thing. And everybody is grown and gone out of my house. And that's when you see the results of everything you put in. So you're on the bus right now going home from school. Well, ride safe, bruh. 48 hours to fight night. Yeah, we're going to see. Where did I find Jesus? Well, I went to church every Sunday. My father was a preacher. My mother was the first lady. And that's all the way up until they split up. And so you find Jesus in church. You know, he was there in my heart. Canelo was robbed of the win against Crawford. Canelo didn't beat Crawford. Come on, man. You saying a lot of good stuff until you said that. Crawford outboxed him, outpointed him. If you watch the video, he was hitting Canelo with shots that Canelo didn't see coming. Canelo is a beast, but Canelo only fought people that were heavier than him. They were slower than him. So by fighting Crawford, a guy that was considered smaller than him, Crawford was a lot faster than him. So Canelo didn't understand the 3, 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. He never been hit with them. So that's why he kept getting hit, and he kept shaking his head like, this is crazy. How am I getting hit with this? He was getting hit with it because he didn't know it was coming, because he didn't fight nobody that was small like that. And that's why he ended up getting beat. What's a boxing fight I want to see next? I don't know. I would have wanted to see Shakur Stevenson fight Gervonta Davis, but that don't look like that's going to happen. So, I mean, Keyshawn Davis fighting somebody good. Shakur, I like Keyshawn Davis. He from 20 minutes from my house. I like Shakur Stevenson. He used to come and lived in Virginia for a while. So I like to see a lot of guys, man. The Monster, I want to see him fight somebody. I mean, I don't really have a favorite. There's no favorites out there. I mean, people talk about David Benavidez and Crawford, two different weight classes. Crawford got to go up again and wait to meet David, to meet him. Teofimo versus Shakur. Excited about that? Not really. I think it's going to be a chess match. It's going to be two guys that's going to be afraid to pull the trigger. So it's going to be a lot of looky-loos. A lot of looking. Yeah, man. Crawford, that Crawford Canelo fight was crazy. The whole thing about it was Canelo was a beast. He just ain't used to fighting nobody that's that small that moved that well. You know, all the guys he fought, he could just track them down and beat them up, but he couldn't do that with Crawford. Crawford moved too much. Do I like hockey? I watch it. I ain't got a team, but I watch it. I like when they get in fights. Hey, look, that's the funny part, right? When they start fighting each other. You know, hockey, you can fight. It's legal. You punch a guy, knock him out. From Pakistan, what's good, dog? Man, I got to get off here down because I got to go to start setting up this dinner, man. Y'all know I eat at 5 o'clock, and it's 4:30. New York City and D.C., yes, sir. I used to live in New York, and D.C. is 15 minutes from my daughter's house. So, yeah, I've been to D.C. I grew up in running the streets of D.C., going back and forth to New York City. I had a lot of friends that lived in New York, Brownsville, Brooklyn, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Red Hook, Bronx, Manhattan. When I stayed in New York, I stayed in Long Island. I don't pronounce names. I can't pronounce names no more because I be getting them wrong. Man, it's a lot of cherry pickers out there. It ain't just one. Half the people out here is cherry picking. How you think they got their records is 30-0 with 30 knockouts? And look, and there's another guy on the other side of town, 30-0 with 30 knockouts. They didn't fight that guy. How you think that is? Gold medalist, black belt, and taekwondo. Well, that's what I'm talking about. You doing really, really good, man. I'm proud of you. Keep the hustle going, man. Turn it into some dollars. Turn it into a career. I don't eat any kind of stew. I don't eat nothing with milk, cheese, or animal of any kind. Shoulder shrugs, man, they pull from your neck, from your back. That's why they give you a headache. I do shoulder shrugs every day with 50-pound dumbbells. That's the beginning. That's one of the first things I do. I come downstairs in the morning and I do my push-ups first. And then I do my pull-ups, my chin-ups, and my dips. Then I go to shoulder shrugs. All right, y'all. But look, I appreciate y'all being online. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification icon so y'all can be notified every time I drop another video or come on live. But right about now, it's 4:30. I got to start cooking so I can be ready to eat at 5 o'clock. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 58 is the new 28. And I'm going to catch y'all on the flip side. I appreciate y'all being here. And I'm sorry, but I got to go. Holla.